Hi friends! I'm about to go on my first ever Pride in the Sky with Alaska Airlines. I'm legit going on a rainbow plane, flying down the West Coast, stopping at cities along the way to celebrate Pride. And I can't wait to learn how Alaska is changing the game and what it means to people to fly with pride. Let's get on board!
Bobby's Road to Pride! Bobby's Road to Pride!
Alaska Pride in the skies, baby!
Alaska Airlines just introduced the first Pride Parade that's called Fly with Pride, honoring all our guests and employees and showing that everyone is welcome on board. Alaska is on a journey through diversity, equity, inclusion, and we're showing it off to the whole world.
Will I meet my next ex-husband on this flight?
I will see.
To you to fly with pride?
For me, flying with pride is just being inclusive, accepting everybody, flying with freedom. That is what it's about. I mean, Alaska Airlines, we've been that since day one. All about the community. We're celebrating pride, diversity, equity, inclusion, not just today, but for 365 plus days.
It means to take my skin, myself, my accessories, and never let it go and be my true self on the ground and in the air.
Fly with Pride means that we get to represent all our minority, BIPOC communities in general and have representation here finally in a big way.
To me, it's been so cool because I have never been to a Pride parade outside of New York City until today, and my first one that's not New York City is up in the air. Like, that is so cool. Like, I also think that Alaska Airlines did such a great job of being extremely inclusive and being super fun and very original with their Pride parade.
It's so amazing to see that support, celebrating the community. I mean, it's already enough as an LGBTQ plus couple, when you travel to have that added pressure of going somewhere where you're not necessarily celebrated or tolerated. So to see this, it's incredible.
And I love seeing that there's other people on the plane who are not necessarily part of the LGBTQ community, and they're part of it, and they're
showing
the support.
It means to come out, show up, and show out for who you love, whatever it may be, and for your individuality.
For me, this is a journey, a learning journey. I don't know it all, but I know that I want to love and I want to be able to defend and to be able to uplift and advocate for every single employee that we have.
I was just talking to a passenger on the way down. She's 67 and she was just celebrated, her and her wife, 25 years. And she happened to be on the same flight we were on. It gave me chills, we were talking about the change from when she was growing up, even when I was growing up, and it was like, this is pride.
Yeah.
This is what it's about.
Listen, I am a super queer woman. I have worked at a lot of major corporations, and what it means to me with Fly with Pride is to be able to be as out as queef as I want to be, and for that to be on the side of a plane. That matters to me.
Now, how's Alaska changing the game in terms of inclusivity with Pride 365?
So I think a lot of things have to change in major companies, and one of the things that Alaska's done is it's really doing the work. It's focusing on its employees, it's listening to them. When they say something needs to pivot, they move on it. And they're not just dilly-dallying, they move.
Yeah.
And that's important, right? We want to be heard, but we also want to see action. And they're a company of action, and I super appreciate that.
To fly with pride is to be unabashed and unashamed of who we are and expressing who we are. Alaska is different from other airlines because they truly reach out to the community whenever they're making these changes and trying to figure their way forward.
What did you learn on the last flight that we were on?
I learned that you're a good dancer.
No, you learned how to what? You learned how to what?
I
learned how to...
I learned how to put my flag.
Black that penny.
But to be fair, I did this in high school.
Oh!
And mostly it means that I love my wife like I don't love anyone else in this world, and it's great to be able to say that. But it also has made me more courageous as a leader, more empathetic as a leader, more vulnerable as a leader, more candid as a leader, more transparent as a leader, because that's what I am as a person, and that's what I became as a person as a result of my identity. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for all of you, and I'm grateful for Alaska Airlines for allowing me to be who I am.
Fly with pride! 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 Fly with pride!
I'm coming to you from the airport after completing the Pride in the Skies, going all down the West Coast with Alaska Airlines. Y'all, it was a game changer. I keep thinking about my 14-year-old self and how uncomfortable I was in my body, and I didn't know how to come out, and if I was gay. And the fact that a major airline is celebrating Pride, not only just for today, but for 365 days. This plane will be out for 365 days, this Pride plane, showing people that it is okay to be out, to be queer, to be yourself, to be your authentic self. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a comment below and be sure to like and subscribe. And be sure to follow me each week as I trek the globe with my new show, Ravi's Road to Pride.
Ravi's Road to Pride. Ravi's Road to Pride.
Is it Abe Lincoln? Is it like a old man? Is it a dollar bill?
So that is
George Washington?
an Alaskan elder.
An Alaskan elder,
An
so like
Alaskan elder.
an elder person living in Alaska?
Yeah, a native Alaskan elder from one of the native tribes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Where am I? Seattle, baby. Why? Because tomorrow I'm doing something super exciting. I'm celebrating Pride all down the West Coast. Where? How? You'll find out tomorrow. Oh, sorry.